Welcome back to 100 more worthwhile DOS games, where I replace a game from the worthwhile DOS games list with one that is similar but also worth playing. Today's game is Battle Chess, an 80s chess simulator with one really neat trick up its sleeve. The pieces move and fight! Chess programs have been around since the dawn of the computing age, with a great number of programmatically minded individuals also keen chess enthusiasts. I was never anything more than passable at the game, but I've had a fair share of matches over the years so that I know how chess works. Back in the 80s and into the early 90s, Battle Chess was a fantastic novelty, with unique animations and crazy PC speaker squeals, depending upon which pieces faced off, to the point where players would often deliberately play in order to force a certain conflict that they hadn't seen before. This resulted in a number of clones and tributes appearing over the years, and I could have listed any number of them as a replacement, as they all play a stronger game of chess. But these days the gimmick is more than a little long in the tooth, and when people talk about spectacular special effects, they generally don't mention chess in the same sentence. Most players have moved on to opponents over the internet, or taking on the increasingly difficult AI programmed to the point that it can beat grandmasters now. And while Battle Chess sold well and got sequels, and even a superior and fondly remembered remaster in the 90s from Interplay, it wasn't the best-selling chess series of the time. That accolade goes to the Chessmaster. A wizened old man peers over the board at you with keen eyes, his hand ready to make the decisive move, as he knowingly watches you falter in the presence of his aura. This is the Chessmaster, and he provided the gaming world with a series of great chess titles that sold millions, bridging the gap between the personal computing chess boom of the late 80s and the inevitable decline due to the availability of stronger chess engines online. Your pixelated pieces paraded in full colour across the board, and that's why I've gone with 3000 over the original 2000, whose DOS version is an inferior port of the Amiga version. Chessmaster allowed you to take on different AI personalities, all with their own quirks and strengths, or battle it out against the Chessmaster by default, the strongest game it could offer you. Moving pieces felt like listening to someone hammer on the orchestral hit of a keyboard, but this could be disabled if it got annoying. The real strength of the game was in its customization, with the menu a right click away. Whether you wanted advice on what to move or detailed alterations of the nitty-gritty of the game, the engine indulged you. You could even sit back and have the computer take on another version of itself, which is what I did while capturing footage for this, which makes a lot of sense for those who've seen me play. Instead, we have a heated back and forth between the Capablanca variant and a Lasker-style AI that mimic the games and moves of former world champions. The simplicity of Chessmaster 3000 works in its favour. Later versions may boast better graphics and stronger AI, but they became increasingly difficult to navigate and were bogged down by too many features. The biggest downside to this chess masterpiece? Just like the original on DOS, it's not the best version of the game. If you happen to get Windows 3.11 working, or know a good compatibility layer, then the fully voiced multimedia version of Chessmaster 3000 for Windows is that little bit better, and worth checking out. Get it? Checking out? Checking out. Check. Never mind.